Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I will explain how to hide the PowerApps combo box choice value based on a text input. Now let me show you a quick demo of what we are going to do in this video. So here you can see I have a SharePoint list named asset request form which is having the fields like employee name, email, employee ID, etc. And here I have a exchange assets lookup field. So this field I am taking from this office assets SharePoint list. So here I have all the assets and that I am taking in this asset request form. Now in Power Apps I created a form. So here our requirement is whatever I have provided in new asset that should not be present in this exchange assets. So here you can see this exchange assets is a lookup field and this new asset is a single line of text field. Now let me show you. The first option is keyboard. I will provide here the keyboard. Now I have provided, right? So here in this asset you can see that keyboard option is not there, remaining all the lookup fields are present. I will also provide another one, mouse. So this time I took mouse, and in this combo box you can see the mouse option is not present. So this way we can able to avoid same value on the both fields. And I also did one more example. Let me show you once. So in this screen you can see here I have a project title. For this one I took one text input control, and here I have sub project IDs which is a combo box, and here which is containing all the project IDs. So in this sub project ID you can see the IDs are like EPS hyphen 00 from 00 to 6 items are there. Now if I provide any one of these ID with some title, project title, so you can see I have provided some project title along with the project ID. So the first six characters represent the project ID, remaining is the project title. Now if I open this one, you can see that the first ID, which is the EPS hyphen 00, it is not present here. So in this case, I am matching the first six characters from this project title. If it is matches with the ID present in this combo box, then we are hiding and the remaining values we are displaying. Now let's see how to implement this one. So the first step is we need to connect this SharePoint list to this Power Apps application. So here you can see I connected this asset request form, and you no need to confuse about these data sources I have created for my other requirements. So after adding the list to this one, so here I added one form control and its data source property. I have provided the SharePoint list name. Now we need to hide the items based on this whatever we have provided in this new asset, right? So we need to provide the formula in this exchange assets combo box items property. So here you can see I am providing one filter formula. So the Power Apps filter function will filters the values based on the condition. So if the condition satisfy, that values only will display over here, remaining will be excluded. So in this filter function for the data source place, I have provided this choices function which containing this exchange assets choice values, and then I am checking. So these choices will be like a single column table which is containing the columns. But in our case, this exchange assets is a lookup field, so that's why it is having two fields. One is ID and the other one is value. Now from this one, value column is containing the lookup field values. So I took the value in this text function, and here the text function is used to convert the value whatever present here into the text format, and then I am using the trim function to remove the unnecessary spaces, and using the not operator I am checking whatever the value present in this choice lookup choice value that should not be equal to the DCV underscore new asset. So this is the control name for this one. Here you can see DCV underscore new asset. So the text whatever we entered in this new asset data card, we are converting into the text, and here also we are using trim function to remove the unnecessary spaces. Now if these two are matches, then that should not be present here. If these two are not matched, then only it will return the choice values. So I will remove this mouse also, and here you can see the mouse is present. If I provide this server over here, and if we see here, the server is not present. In case if we want to show only whatever we have provided, that only if we want to show here, then simply use the equal to operator instead of not. So now I will provide server. Here you can see only server is present. If I provide monitor, and here you can see monitor only present. So this way we can handle show hide the combo box choice values based on the text input. Now we will add one more condition. For example, here you can see the issues is containing some choice values. So if I choose new asset request, then only whatever I am providing in this new asset, that should not be equal to this exchange assets values. So in that case, here you can see first I am checking if the data card value issue. So this control name here you can see this is the DCV hyphen issue. If that selected value is equal to the new asset request, then we are using this filter condition. So that time only the filter condition will apply. Otherwise, the default choices function I have provided, so that if we are not choosing this new asset request, and here you can see it is containing all the values, right? If I try to provide laptop over here, and now here you can see still it is present. That is because the issue value is not a new asset request. If I provide this one, and now here you can see that laptop is not there. So based on the conditions along with the text input also, we can able to hide the combo box choice values. So now we will see the second example of how we can match the first six characters from these project IDs, and how we can able to hide this one. So here I took the individual controls. So for that one, I created one collection in the app onstart property. So here you can see I created one collection named collection project IDs, which is having only one field named project ID. And this is containing the project IDs from 0 to 6. And now to get those values, I have provided this distinct function to get only the unique values. And now here we are trying to extract only the first six characters from this project title text input control. And if it is matches with the IDs already present here, then we need to hide that ID. So for that case on this, so I took the filter function in the sub project IDs combo box items property. So here you can see this distinct function only fetch the unique values from this collection of project IDs field, and then I am using this filter function. So within the filter function, now let's understand this filter function. So within the filter function, first we need to provide the data source. For the data source purpose, I am taking this distinct of this collection from the project IDs. So it will only fetch the unique values from this collection project IDs. And then the condition is we need to check the first six characters from this text input control, and if it is matches with this one, right? So I took first I am taking these values from the project IDs. So as we discussed previously, if I click on this distinct one, you can see it will create a single column table. The column name is value. So from this value function, we need to check each value, right? Using the left function, I am checking the first six characters. If we use the six, it will take from 1 to 6 characters, and then the text, and the text function I am using to convert this into one text. And then here you can see the txt project title, which is representing this project title. So here also I am using the left function to fetch the first six characters from this text input control, and then I am converting into text. And now I am using the not operator. If it is not matches, then only we need to display the IDs. If it is matches, we need to exclude it. Let's try one more example for this one. So here we have EPS-05. I will try that one here. So now here you can see that 5 ID is not present. This way also we can hide the PowerApps combo box choice values based on the text input. Either it is matching with the first six characters, or based on the conditions, or entire thing also we can able to search. And you no need to worry about the code. In the description box below I have provided a link where you can get all these formula. And thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.